I'm back. Rodrance for the Black and White Network. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. Punch that like button. And as always, thank you guys and gals for supporting the channel. Well, Disney has gotten rid of one of their top executives that came out very vocally slamming Ron DeSantis' anti-grooming law. Of course, the parental rights in education law, where public schools could not talk about sexuality, essentially, to K through third grade. Now, imagine having to pass a law to tell teachers and school administrators to not do that. That is where we are, having to pass laws to protect children from being poisoned by these radical leftists in our school systems. So Disney came out. Initially, Bob Chapek said, we're not getting political. And then his woke employees, a lot of them, and these are a minority of employees, by the way, not the majority, but a minority and very vocal side of the Disney employee line got very pissed at Chapek, and he caved. He bent the knee immediately, and all of a sudden went on a political tirade. Disney did, supporting this, supporting the LGBTQ elemental P agenda in schools. They think that grooming is something that should happen. Disney, that is. And so the employee, or the executive that came out against this, has now been let go by Disney. But not for the reasons you probably hoped or would think, because, yeah, Disney hasn't changed its tune on how woke it is. This is Breitbart. Disney ousts executive who bashed Florida's anti-grooming law. Peter Rice was fired from his post as chairman of Walt Disney Television and co-chair Disney Media Networks, and will be replaced with Dana Walden, chairman of Entertainment Walt Disney Television, according to a report from Deadline. Rice, who spoke out against Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' parental rights and education law, joined Disney in 2019 after the company acquired 21st Century Fox. In March, Rice told The Hollywood Reporter that he viewed the anti-grooming legislation in Florida as a violation of fundamental human rights. Okay. Deadline suggests that Rice could have been ousted due to the executive being, quote, high in the rumor mill as a potential replacement for Disney CEO Bob Chapek, who received a, quote, hastily prepared vote of confidence by the company's board on Thursday after Rice's firing. Quote, anger over the development towards Chapek is running high, the outlet reports, adding that one source said, quote, the vote of confidence is laughable. It seems like the thing they do before they send you out to the firing squad. You actually see that a lot in sports, particularly in football with coaches. The dreaded vote of confidence, it's called. As for Rice, he reportedly was, quote, completely blindsided by his firing, as many of his colleagues were at Disney. One shocked and disappointed source said Peter Rice is one of the best executives in town. Wow, a town full of deplorable elitist sickos. He's one of the best executives in town. I can't imagine why Chapek would do this, other than feeling threatened by all the rumor of Peter and Kareem being people who could take his job. Quote, there's no cause, one source added. This is a big, big loss for the Walt Disney Company. Chapek has faced criticism over Disney's initial response to Florida's anti-grooming law, which prohibits teachers from discussing sexuality and transgender ideology to children in kindergarten through third grade. Imagine having to pass a law to protect that. You would think it would just be something you wouldn't have to worry about in schools. After falling under attack for initially declining to take a position on the legislation, which left-wing activists have misleadingly called the Don't Say Gay bill, Chapek caved to the woke mob and announced that the company is pledging $5 million towards the LGBTQ groups. Moreover, the groveling CEO has also promised to launch a task force to make more LGBTQIA2S plus content for children and families. My God, are they going to steal any more of the alphabet? Now they're getting into plus and minus signs, it seems. This is the most bizarre world we live in now. It's insane. So, this guy gets fired. By the way, very, very, very woke. Very much supported the grooming agenda that Disney had. Of course, one of their high-level entertainment executives came out in a leaked conference call about the fact that they were making it a priority to push a lot of this kind of ideology is going into their products, like Lucasfilm, like Marvel, the MCU, and you're going to see more and more of this kind of stuff showing up in the entertainment side. This guy very much supported the woke agenda, very much could not stand Ron DeSantis. Of course, Ron DeSantis not only hammered Disney over it, but took Disney's self-governing status away from them. They lost that, which carried basically their ability to govern their area as if it was their own state. Law enforcement, firefighters, you name it. They could their own laws. And, of course, tax exemptions. That's the one thing I like about Ron DeSantis. If you decide to get political with your business, he's going to hit you in the pocketbook, too. Not to mention, he's going to give you a hell of a lot of bad press. And so, Bob Chapek's been in a lot of trouble, okay? The CEO of Disney. And he's running scared. This Peter Rice guy was exactly the woke kind of MFer that Disney would have looked to have taken Bob Chapek's position. Okay? And I wonder, we got to remember, initially Bob Chapek came out and said they were not getting involved in this. Disney wasn't. They were not getting political. He took a woke mob assault and he caved. But you got to wonder among the woke at Disney if Bob Chapek is secretly hated because he didn't come out initially and wrap his loving arms around this woke ideology and this kind of grooming LGBTQ plus agenda that Disney had. Maybe Chapek really wasn't all that on board initially, and it pissed some of these wokesters off, and they were trying to get Bob Chapek run off. Okay, well, we really know how you feel, Bob, because you didn't support this, and it wasn't until you took heat that you decided to support this. And they may be pissed about that. Peter Rice may be one of them. Well, it doesn't matter now. A potential successor for Bob Chapek is gone. Bob Chapek fired him. Disney is horrible now. What once was a very proud, family-friendly company is anything but. You combine that with the fact that they don't exactly have family-friendly prices anymore either. So many of the new properties they've tried to put out have been failures, and most of it's because of woke and political ideologies being pushed into their products, and people just don't want to see it. They just don't. And Walt Disney really marketed towards traditional family values, and Disney has shit all over that. Ron DeSantis doesn't appreciate them doing that, the shitting, and he, of course, came out and slammed them and punished them for it. I'm not sure that the Disney Ron DeSantis situation is fully resolved. I have a feeling that as Ron DeSantis goes up the political ladder, and you know what I mean, this feud with Disney is going to get even more spectacular, in my opinion. I like Ron DeSantis a lot. I've been very vocal about that. Tell me what you think. Black and White Network supporters, peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.